We will keep you updated on bracket progress as losers continues. But after this, I think we'll probably get just about every match on stream.
Yeah, it's, well, you know, we only have so much equipment, so many man hours, and so many volunteers to help set up things. So we were unable to get the other one set up for streaming, unfortunately. Actually, we have 3 cabs ready to go, and we're only able to stream one of them right now. One of them being pretty much exclusively free play and warm-ups. If you want to keep up to date with what's going on, you can check the bracket on start.gg. You'll have to look up Byte 7 to find the link to the start.gg. But yeah, going into it, Waka Laka, this is kind of a crazy pick for like the first song of the set. I think this is kind of a hard 21. It goes pretty fast.
It's a challenging chart, and this is quite frankly a spicy draw that we have for this round. Really close though, even though NESSQUICK has picked up one off note, still in the lead ever so slightly, but the difference is just down to a few perfects, so.
Oh, it's so close, dude.
500 combo.
Ooh, that miss from CTEMI. Oof.
But's been holding down just too far up on down arrow that you're putting idle pressure on center to get a hell miss.
Yeah, I think she was starting to get gassed towards the end, starting to pick up some misses on the gallops.
But
I mean, that's a tough one to start.
So keep in mind,
Waka Laka.
This draw is a little out of order. So that was our game 1. And we're going to see game 2, potentially a very significant shift in CTEMI's favor because this is her pocket pick.
Ooh, stop and go. We know all about stop and go, don't we, Pilot?
Oh, I've got a lot I can tell you about this chart. I got a lot I can tell you about stop and go.
Tell us about stop and go.
All right, stop and go lives up to its name and has the most stops, scroll speed interruptions in the game at 23 distinct stops.
Does that include the one at the very beginning?
Yes.
The one where there are no notes?
There's a few stops like that, so for those of you who are coming from a game like DDR, this is the Chaos analog.
Oh, yes.
So 23 scroll speed stops, some of them exceptionally challenging. So let's get right into it.
The main difference between this and Chaos is that there's no slowdowns. It's a constant BPM, but there are so many halts that you have to know the timing.
Already in the opening runs, NESSQUICK picks up some off judgments, and this is not where you want to be if you've never played this chart before, because here come the stops. It's syncopated, and it's going to start you off with some steady stops, just, 2 beats, nothing significant, but don't get too comfortable because they're going to start switching up on you, as every single song of this variety does, including a stop like this where there's no audio cue.
Ooh, the early.
But Cass knows this chart.
Oh.
CTEMI knows it inside and out.
CTEMI is destroying
a bit of a center
chart.
panel early there, but you're still going to see coming into the traffic jam like a 1,000 point lead.
1,000 points halfway through, that's a good lead.
Now keep in mind, the game will tell you when stops are happening, which is useful in a section like this, but if you don't know it, you're going to be thrown for a loop when they suddenly change the pattern on you, just like that.
Yes, people who are coming from other games may not know that the red lines indicate the halts, but even knowing where the halts are, that doesn't guarantee you know how long they are.
Yeah, and even with some unforced execution errors, CTEMI still has built up a 3,000 point lead coming into the back end of the song, and this is where all the gimmicks stop and it's mostly straightforward, so there's not a lot of room for error coming out.
Yeah, but therefore, this part does lean a little bit in NESSQUICK's favor, but no, CTEMI closes it out, absolutely holds it.
Fantastic.
3,000 points. That's a good pocket pick.
Genuine opinion, one of the strongest pocket picks you can have in this game against an opponent who isn't as familiar with it.
I agree.
Select the next song.
So it comes down to game 3. Follow my pump.
All right, follow my pant. So this one is mostly upbeat 16ths. I think that's where like the difficulty comes from this song. It's just like the strangely syncopated rhythms. If you've heard the song, it goes with the song, right? So it's fairly simple on that front. But there's a good chance that these players may not be intimately familiar with this song.
What I think we're seeing here is CTEMI definitely gets a little tired towards the end of the harder stuff. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a performance drop-off at the very back half of these harder charts. This is syncopated, but pretty spread out, and not that tiring.
Yeah. It's mostly just like, can you time these slightly strange rhythms?
Not if you don't lift your foot off enough off of left and you pick up a held miss for a split second there, but as we've seen before, CTEMI has some excellent timing, so still plenty of room to close the gap so far.
Yeah, it looks like...
you gotta be mindful of your positioning for those mines.
Wait! Oh my god, the lead just changed. It's super close, dude. Ooh, the miss! That left panel is just getting CTEMI so hard. I don't know if it's just like her left leg that she's like unable to lift, or if it is a pad issue. But it's one of those things you gotta adjust for. Oh man,
Still
NESSQUICK
very
hitting the
close.
mine.
The mine hit is going to make up quite a bit of point difference there.
Yep.
400 combo.
But unfortunately, I think those misses are going to seal the deal, and NESSQUICK will take the winning side seed for upper pools.
And CTEMI's not even out, right? That was winners finals. That means
she moves on regardless.
she still moves on.
So, still got a shot at putting out some impressive performances in uppers for women's non-binary, and still I think a very excellent application of stop and go as a pocket pick.